City and Cincinnati. Some people thought it was Kansas City and Buffalo. But right now, some people say this could be a Super Bowl preview. The Bills with the 4 straight Super Bowls in the 90s with Jim Kelly. And, little known fact, the Lions could have drafted Jim Kelly, but they took the fullback. But you know what? That's nor here nor there. I think I did a video on that. But yeah, they lost to all AFC East teams. Dallas, Washington, New York. Yeah, they lost to all NFC East teams, bro. Real spill. They lost to all NFC East teams. That's the crazy thing about it. And 4 straight is just diabolical. I'd rather not make it, to be honest. But yeah, man, they played the LA Rams on Sunday. We got an advantage. Thursday on a short week, so a little bit more time to prep. We got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. Most players come back in the building and they get to work physically. So this is the biggest game of the year. Buffalo got 2 losses. They come to Detroit, I believe, last season, 2 seasons ago. They played a game in Detroit because of the snow issues in Buffalo. So this is kind of like they home away from home sometimes. I think they've done that a couple times. Their diehard fan bases like we are. A football team in which I expected to take a step back because I looked at the weaponry that they had and it wasn't too good. I like Keon Coleman, played up at Michigan State, then went to Florida State. Love his personality, love him at Michigan State. Didn't follow him as much at Florida State. James Cook is took another step. And they got Amari Cooper, Dalton Kincaid. I like the other Dawson Knox. So, we didn't really lose to Stephon Diggs and defensively in the turnover. Tre'Davious White moving on. I think he went to the Rams and got cut or traded to the Ravens or something like that. So, yeah, they missing pieces out there, But as of right now, they balling. Josh Allen's putting the team on his back. They're running the football well. And obviously they play in the snow, so they built to go outside. But the real question for them is just winning the playoff games. It's the turnovers in which Josh Allen has in the playoffs. But when he is your offense, running the ball, throwing the ball, making all the decisions, from RPOs, some couple probably read options in there. Of course you're going to make mistakes. The higher your usage rate is, the more prone you are to turnovers. So, it's difficult when you just, when the success of your running back is still hinged on Josh Allen, not just his arm, but his legs. So, everything's still falling on him. Everything is still falling on him. It's a good game. It's a game that you don't see too often. It's a game that's at the crib. Tickets prices as high as your office. You look at them ticket prices. It's like $400 just to get in the door. It's on CBS. It was talking about being flexed on Monday Night Football. I don't think that's going to happen. I think CBS want to retain those rights. And it's going to be a barn burner. Obviously the Bills can't really lose another game. They probably feel like they need home field advantage over Kansas City. Kansas City don't give a hell. They get Hollywood Brown back. They get Pacheco back pretty soon. They're getting healthy. Got Juju back. So they got some cavalry coming back, and they know in playoff time they just feel like they can hit that switch. Now, what's kind of worrying me about Kansas City a little bit is their defense is kind of starting to wear down. And one of the reasons their defense is starting to wear down a little bit is because the defense been carrying the offense. You got to understand, everybody, that defense got a count, got a body count. So it's time. The offense at the end of the season, Kansas City really need that bye more than Buffalo. Let me say that first and foremost. And two, because of how they were in their defense, and now they offense the last month of the season gonna have to carry. They gonna have to start putting up some points. So that defense can get a rest, and that defense can take less snaps, and then they get the bye week, and then they be good. But they just hit that switch when it comes to playoff time. It's a dangerous thing to hit the switch, but when you've been champions as much as they did, you can hit the switch when the hell you want to. So, but that's what Buffalo fighting for. But Buffalo, the story sounds a little bit sweeter. Go to Kansas City and go through the Super Bowl. I'm not saying the fans don't deserve a championship. It's going to be Cody. The story sounds a little bit sweeter. We went to Arrowhead and beat Patrick Mahomes on the right to go to the Super Bowl. This sounds a little bit better. But yeah, it's a good game, man. James Cook playing well. Josh Allen playing well. We banged up. They pretty healthy. I love Russo over there. Ed Oliver. I think everybody in Detroit wanted Ed Oliver. Russo, I told my boy Ronaldo Russo was going to be the one. He balling. Von Miller still over there. He started the ball. Lamar Hamlin balling. They corners balling. So they playing solid. They playing solid over there. And shout out to McDermott, man. I think he's a defensive coach, and they done a great job. They got rid of some guys over there too. They got rid of some key pieces and went younger. But the thing about going younger is, the veterans are what they're going to be. With the younger guys, with more repetitions and more reps through the season, they get better and better and better. And even though a lot of you start to get wore down through the season, they can recover a little bit faster than the veteran players too. They can recover a little bit faster. They can recover a little bit faster. They can recover a little bit faster. So, yeah, they can recover a little bit faster. So, yeah. But, yeah, nonetheless, man, it's a big game, man, for us. It's probably one of the biggest games that, it's probably one of the biggest games in Ford Field history. It's the biggest game this season. Whether they win or lose versus LA, they going out to LA this week, so they doing a cross country thing. So it wouldn't surprise me if they had a shaky performance versus the LA Rams. When you got to travel cross country, that takes unless you get out there early and the ownership is willing to spend that money, and most ownership not willing to spend that money to keep the team out there for a week or whatever it is. Most ownership ain't willing to do that. They're not willing to do that. But what I will say, in the playoff time they would, I say this is going to be a monumental game. This is going to be a game changer. And will it be a Super Bowl preview? Who knows, man. Philadelphia's a really good football team. I like them a lot. I've been singing their praises this year a lot. Kansas City is still the champs. And it's always that one team that turn the corner and get hot, whether it may be Minnesota, whether it may be the Chargers. And then, the Chargers, and I say this, the Chargers may be more of a threat to Buffalo than Kansas City. To Kansas City more than Buffalo. As the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings may be more of a threat to Detroit than Philadelphia. And let me explain this why. And I think some guys who know football and sports know where I'm going at with this. When you got to play a team 3 times, it's just so tough. Division games are always the toughest. You've seen Cleveland get an upset, a couple upsets. It's just tough when you got to play somebody 3 times. They know you so well. They know your calls and all that stuff. So, yeah, that's very interesting. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this game. I might spend a little change to go down there. I just don't like being around crowds, especially in the wintertime. Plus, you ninjas out here crazy. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, your Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Check my other platforms as well too. Peace.